What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, the Mean Fighting Teen Titan, bringing you a new series that I would like to call Gotham Stories is a Must. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a Batman Arkham video series that I'm going to be doing, where I basically explain an idea that I have to expand on the side characters' stories, such as Nightwing, Catwoman, Red Hood, Robin, Batgirl, and even Azrael. I think they all deserve a story within the Arkham franchise, and this will work as sort of like Star Wars, where it'll have prequels and sequels within these games. And as the series goes on, I will explain story elements and, things that I would like to see in these games as sort of like an idea. And before this video starts, please subscribe if you're new, turn on that notification bell for more videos like this. Please follow me on Twitch. I will be doing Call of Duty Vanguard tonight on Twitch. So follow me on Twitch and watch some Vanguard gameplay. And I'll also have some Vanguard videos coming up. And follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Those links would be down in the description below. And also, in terms of story points, the only knowledge that I have is from the games. All the games. Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. I know that there is Arkham franchise comics that have story points within, the story of the Arkham trilogy, but I do not have knowledge because I haven't read them. I only know that they exist. So I'm only going off of information based on the games. Now, let's go on to the video. Alright, to start off for part 1, and this series will be in parts clearly, but to start off with part 1, we are going to go into the idea I have for Nightwing. Now, this idea will be a prequel game leading into a sequel that I will get to in a moment. Now, this game will take place years before Arkham Asylum, and we'll get to see the classic dynamic duo between Dick Grayson, Robin, and Bruce early Batman. And this will be told through the POV of Dick Grayson. And Dick will be telling this story to the Teen Titans. This will be his way of starting out as a new leader of a team, and we'll get to see that as the game progresses. And as you can imagine, this game would be split between 2 times. So it would be split between the past, him being Robin, Dick Grayson being Robin, and the current day time frame after Arkham Knight. So after Bruce is dead. And we get to see him basically move on to new things, have a lot of emotional elements, and get to see him as a leader of his own team. And the main villain I would like to have in this game is Harvey. Definitely Two-Face. We gotta have Harvey Dent as the big bad in this game. And it'll basically show, the political side of Gotham, and basically dive into that with Rocksteady's touch. Kevin Conroy will definitely be reprising his role as Batman, and we'll have the same voice actor. I forget his name, so excuse me for that. But we'll have the same voice actor for Nightwing within Arkham Knight as Robin within this game, as Dick Grayson's Robin within this game. And I think this will be a great story, and I think it'll be one of the best stories they'll do. And it'll also be different from Joker being the main villain. And for the trilogy, even though Scarecrow was the last villain, I still think, like, in my opinion, I still think Joker was basically, like, the real villain. And I think that's what they didn't want to make it that way, but it was sort of like that way in a sense. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, so to change up villains, we would have Harvey Dent, Two-Face, and his origin basically as the villain story. And we can play through, and Dick will be, telling his story of his point of view on how this was like one of the biggest challenges he's had as Robin. And basically, he'll be telling one of the most saddest villain stories of all time, with Rocksteady's touch, of course. And I think this will be a phenomenal prequel game leading to a sequel Teen Titans game. And this will be a great story that Dick can tell Cyborg, Beast Boy, Raven, Starfire, and the inclusion of Kid Flash in the Teen Titans. I think this will be a phenomenal story. Here is why I think, personally, this Nightwing origin game should lead into a Teen Titans sequel. I think it should lead into a Teen Titans sequel because it would be the best origin tie-in ever. This could be seen as a way to really build upon the character of Nightwing, and I think this would be a great opportunity to do so. He could tell the story of his greatest struggle as Robin and tell the story of his fallout to Batman to become Nightwing, and really be like, oh, I left Batman to find myself, and now I created this team so other people can find themselves in a family that they can love and be a part of. I think that would be a great explanation for Nightwing to tell his teammates or the other Titans and be like, this is why I do all of these things, and this is why I'm your leader. I might not have powers, but we could work together as a team to really become a second strength to the first family that I already have, and etc. I think this would be a great opportunity to really show the leadership of Dick Grayson, and this would be a great opportunity to make this a co-op game, and you could pick certain. Well, no, you would be able to play certain Titans in certain situations, and it would be a 4-player co-op. And the reason I want it to be a co-op game is because of the co-op integration into Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, with that coming out. I think this would be a great thing, but I will talk about the Teen Titans game more in part 2, so stay tuned for that. And yes, this is why I think this should tie into a Teen Titans sequel from the Nightwing Origins prequel. And I also think that in terms of mechanics, I think it should run on the same engine as Batman Arkham Knight, and we get to in terms of his story, we get to see the sort of Batman and Robin type action, which we all would love to see, at least in my opinion. I would love to see that. I would love to see the original Batman and Robin type action, and we get to, do the combo moves, the team combo moves with, Batman and Robin, and we could, it'll take place in, early Gotham City. This will be years before how Gotham City looks in Arkham Knight. So this is before, before LexCorp has a building there and shit like that. So, it'll be like sort of early Gotham Islands. You know, there'll still be the bridges and stuff, but it will look way, way different. And you could, as you go through Gotham City, you can see like the, vote for Harvey Dent, or I believe in Harvey Dent posters around, and everything is sort of going, in that route. Now, in terms of things that will get Harvey to turn into Two-Face, I think it'll be like the pushing point should be the Joker, in my opinion. I think the Joker, and we get to see the early Joker. This is before Harleen becomes Harley Quinn, and we can see that Harvey, he's trying to bring Joker to justice on trial. And as the trial goes on, he reaches his breaking point because he knows that he wants Joker dead for all that he's done in Arkham Origins. But, he knows that Joker is due, like, he has his rights and he's due to due process. And he'll sort of struggle through that. He'll struggle throughout the story with that. That will be a personal struggle, and there will be a major event that will push him to his breaking point. And I think it should be the capture of his loved one. I don't know what they would write as a loved one for him, but I think Joker should capture his loved one, and it'll sort of basically push him to his breaking point, and he'll become Two-Face. Now, I didn't write anything or like think of anything too much. I just know the general synopsis of what I want in this game, and I think Harvey should be the big bad, with Joker pushing him to his breaking point, becoming Two-Face. I think that will be the greatest story, and it will sort of reflect on like how the Dark Knight movie panned out, but a lot different, with Rocksteady's touch. Rocksteady, it has some of the greatest stories of all time in the Batman Arkham games. It's one of the best stories of all time. These are one of the greatest stories of all time, and I think with these elements, I think Rocksteady could do a great job with writing their own story and really making it their own. And we can see Nightwing, or we could see Dick Grayson shine as Robin before he has his fallout with Batman, turning him into Nightwing. Now, in terms of Dick having his fallout with Batman eventually, here's what I think be the events leading up. I think we should see Batman really being hard on Dick and expecting too much of him. And Dick is basically like, listen, like, Bruce, I can't deal with this. I'm going to, you trained me to be a crime fighter at such a young age, and you expect too much from me, and I just can't deal with it anymore. I can't deal with these expectations. I still want to fight for good, but, I just want to do it on my own terms, and I think I need to find myself as a hero. I think we should see it like that. You know what I'm saying? I think it should be a great story for Dick Grayson, and this will be one of the greatest origin stories of all time, if done right. And I think that this will be a game worth selling. I think this game, if they were to make a game like this, I think it would make them a lot of money, because Nightwing is a very big fan favorite character, and I think this will definitely sell. And Also, in terms of the length of this game, I would only want this game to be the same length around like Spider-Man Miles Morales, and you know how long or basically how short that game is. I think that'll be a good length, maybe with like, actually maybe a little longer than that. I think that will do it justice to get the story across, and basically in terms of Nightwing's origin. And I think the setting of this, I think this should take place in fall of not fall, excuse me. I think this should take place in summer of Gotham. Summer of Gotham. We will get to see, the Cape Crusaders in daytime. I would love to see that more. For my next video, I will be explaining how this game concept will lead into a Teen Titans game. So be sure to look out for that. I can't wait to, continue the series. I just had this on my mind for a while, and I really wanted to talk with you guys, Titans, and bring this to life. Anyways, guys, please make sure to leave a like on this video for part 2. Please subscribe if you're new and turn on that notification bell for more videos like this. And follow me on Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Those links are all in the description. So, without further ado, Titans, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Sorry if, I forgot some points within what I was saying throughout this video. I'm a little tired. But anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one.